subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell.
Good morning, friends. How are y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Brandy and I do all things food related. And today I am working from home. It's Thursday, November 13th, and I am getting ready to eat a breakfast I meal prepped primarily for my husband, but it is so good. I've been enjoying it. So let me show you what I cooked.
I'm not sure where this clip will end up, most likely in a what I eat in a day, but it is Sunday, November 9th, and I am getting ready to meal prep breakfast for the week. These are leftovers from a while back. We got breakfast last weekend, so it's a week old, but you know, it is what it is. And they accidentally gave us an extra meal that had a ton of potatoes. This is from First Watch. So I am meal planning breakfast around these leftover potatoes. I am going to make a hash. I have a lot of peppers from my garden and jalapenos. Got some onion. I'm going to go out to the Blackstone, saute these up just because I find they're better there. I'm going to put on a pound of bacon. Is this a true pound? Not a true pound, 12 ounces. A bacon with the potatoes. Get all that cooking. If we were eating it now, we could stop there and make a nice hash bake. But since we're eating it later in the week, I'm going to pour it in a casserole, add some eggs on top, and, and bake it. So we're going to have like a hash bake for the week. So let's get to chopping up some garden fresh peppers. I go ahead and add in these two other peppers. I wasn't sure if I needed it, but you know, bulking up breakfast with a lot of veggies is a great way to get some nutrition early in the day, and I don't have any other plan for these garden fresh peppers. That one has a big seed pod. These are all different variety of peppers from my garden. Some of them are pimento, some of them are true bell pepper, but just a variety. Okay, I am wearing my little mic today because it is quite windy. There goes my trash bag. Just got some grapeseed oil on. Just add a little bit of that. And then I'm actually going to get the bacon going at first, kind of in the back. And since this bacon's going to go in a casserole dish, I'm not going to cook it like until super crisp because it'll finish cooking with the casserole. But I don't want to put it raw in the casserole because I do want it to get some crunchiness, if you will. And then I'm going to get my peppers and jalapenos and onions straight in there as well. I think of this as like a hash, a Southwest style hash. So I'm going to add some fajita seasoning, but you could also just use salt and blend pepper or anything you like. If I was cooking this for like today with a big group of friends or something, I would just scramble the eggs directly on here. But since it's for meal prep, I'm having to do the eggs in the oven. I don't want to be out here all morning, so I'm going to hit these with a little bit of water. And then I'm going to actually cover them and let them steam for a little bit just to speed it up. You definitely don't have to do that. And really the potatoes are already fully cooked. They really and truly don't need anything, but we do like when potatoes get that little bit of crunch on them. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them down as well. Try to get those some crunchies. I'm actually going to go get my casserole dish and we will assemble the peppers and onions at least out here so I don't have to dirty up another dish to bring them in. I'm going to go ahead and pull the potatoes off, and let's get you where you can see. I'm just going to put them in this casserole dish right there. It's not going to make a huge layer of potatoes in the dish, but it'll make it plenty, especially since we're trying to eat healthier. Even my husband's been on a health journey here lately. And he has lost a ton of weight very, very quickly just by cutting out mainly snacks. A nice thin layer of potatoes on the bottom. Remove the cloves from this. Let those crisp up a bit as well. They got some nice like fire marks on that other side, which I love. See how windy it is? Oh man, it is windy out here, guys. Today's the day in Texas it's supposed to like drop to like 30s tonight, which is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna start putting my peppers in my casserole as well. When I do egg bakes, egg cups, or casseroles, sometimes I don't pre-cook the vegetables and just let them soften up while they're baking with the eggs, which is fine, but I will say it is so much better if you saute them first. My dogs are out here loving this weather. Let me show you. Oh, they stopped. They stopped playing. They were just over there just running. Oh, there he goes. He's just been running and frolicking. Okay, so we got a huge amount of peppers on top. My husband's going to absolutely love that. The bacon's getting close to pull off. I am going to cut the bacon up just so it's in smaller pieces, but I'm actually going to put that in once I have the eggs in. So let me get this bacon off, and I'll see you inside. Okay, I have everything in here, the peppers. I scrambled up 10 eggs with a half a cup of milk using my immersion blender. Figured y'all have seen that enough. Usually I would do more eggs, but I'm really wanting this one to stay nice and hearty and not just be like a huge pile of eggs, but more like a true thick hash, if you will. And I feel like 10 eggs ended up being perfect there. Got a sink full of dishes over here, friends, a lot. But the bacon, I would not buy that bacon again. I got it just because it was the cheapest, but man, it was not good bacon. I mean, it'll be fine, but it was like odd shaped, a lot of fat, is what it is. But I'm just chunking it up, and rather than hide it in the casserole, I'm wanting it to stay somewhat like crunchy, if you will. We'll see if that happens. But I'm gonna try to like gently sprinkle it on top so it kind of can stay on top. We'll see. I've never like done it this way, so not sure how it'll work in practice. But I know one thing, it'll give it lots of great flavor since it is so fatty. You could sprinkle it with cheese. I'm not going to just because I really don't think it needs it. I really don't. I did grease this baking dish before, so I'm gonna put this in the oven. My oven's at 375, and just bake it until everything's set. So the casserole is ready. It took 36 minutes exactly. When you bake it in this casserole, the edges do get done more so than the middle, quicker, but it is what it is. It's been out of the oven for about 10 minutes now. I'm just cutting a little piece just so I can give it a go and show you all. But the bacon did fine. It didn't get overcooked. But you see that? Got peppers, onions, potatoes. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's really good. It could use a little salt, but my husband doesn't really like salt, so that's going to work. But that is really good. I'm so excited. I love when I meal prep breakfast. It makes the mornings a lot less hectic. And back to the what I eat in a day video.
So here's the leftovers. We're almost done. My husband sectioned it out into servings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into 7 servings. The middle servings are definitely bigger, so I've been eating the ends. But this breakfast casserole has been so yummy. And I just cut it in more half again and pop it in the microwave for like a minute 30. Casseroles are so easy and so economical. Highly recommend them for meal prep. We have had ice maker issues here lately, and today's the first day I realized it looks like my husband may have either repaired it or a temporary fix. But anyways, just making a cold brew with, or this is iced coffee from Starbucks, medium roast. Oh, I am tired today too. And then I have this Coffee Mate Zero Sugar Chocolate Caramel. This one's pretty good. I will tell you though, it is old. I forgot it was in the outside refrigerator, but it hadn't been opened, so it's fine. But yeah, I was surprised. I'm so tired, I couldn't sleep last night. I have continued to have a really tough time here lately. So yesterday I couldn't sleep, cried a lot. That's so yummy. That one's yummy. I am unaware of the points and calories of this, but my husband definitely knows it, and he's here. He's sleeping. He's been working nights, so I will ask him and I'll report back. But it does have oil and bacon, the fatty bacon at that. And so it definitely would be points. I'm just not sure how many. And I'm not sure how many calories either. But like I said, I'll report back. Not sure what I'm doing with lunch. I have a post-op appointment today. I think you would have heard about that before this video goes live. So that's good. I'm just waiting on this one last appointment to film that health little video end. And that's it. So I'm going to sit down, enjoy my breakfast, and then get to work. Definitely a 2 glass of coffee day. Same as a while ago because it was so freaking good. I love when I finish a bottle. I don't know why, it's so satisfying. Especially when it finishes like the perfect amount in the glass. I'm so weird. But yeah, I haven't been drinking this one because I've been determined to finish a pumpkin spice one or pumpkin whatever they are, you know. And I was so ready to finish it, so I'm so excited about this one. Okay. Oh, I just got off the phone with car insurance. I have a broken windshield and I have 0 glass, and I took it to the repair shop, which is my dealership. And I told the dealership I was bringing it in for insurance repair, glass repair, and just an oil change. Well, they called me 2 days later and told me that they don't go through insurance to do glass. So if anything, I have to pay out of pocket and then get reimbursed, which is fine, but it's like $1,800. So I just want like confirmation that I will get reimbursed. And so my insurance company was like, yeah, we'll reimburse you, but we need to know exactly how much the glass is versus the calibration and all that. And that's not the quote they gave me. The quote just says windshield replacement $1,800. So I'm like, I don't know. So dealing with that, you know, it's been back and forth. Yeah, and then my house insurance is due for renewal on the December 13th, so like 1 month away. When we moved in this house, it was under $2,000. It is now $6,100. I told my insurance lady, who I've had, like, she's a friend, I told her no. I was like, absolutely not. And last year I tried to shop around when it went up to $5,500, and I couldn't find any better deals. But this year, I'm finding better deals like $3,200 to $3,700. And it's like pretty much apples to apples coverage, I believe. So there's a few things I gotta ask, but other than that, I should be good to go. So save me money, thank goodness. Okay, friends, it is noon. Still haven't brushed my teeth, which that's not good. But I just finished my second coffee. It didn't go down that fast, but I am having Costco chili. Today may end up being like a non-cook day. Oh, I just realized that my microphone is on, but it's hanging from my camera. Sorry if the sound was messed up there. That's funny. I didn't realize I still had it on. But anyways, yeah, this is Costco chili. It's pretty good. I know I said earlier, my husband's been working nights this week, so we kept our meals super duper simple. We like this chili a lot. However, I will say I remembered it being better. It's a little sweet this time for my liking, but I am eating a smaller serving. So we get like 5 servings out of this. If you were doing all like full size, like big servings, it would only be 4. And we paid $16.73. So what does that come out to a serving? I don't know. It's like under $4. So not bad at all. How much is it a pound? $4.29 a pound, and it's chocked full with ground beef. So I actually don't think that's a bad price. But like I said, I'm just having a small bowl, pop this in the microwave. My husband moved the scale on me. I am still measuring things like this every once in a while, just to make sure I'm not going cray-cray. And I'm gonna aim for 1 serving, which is 28 grams. Okay, I'm gonna have 4 grams over 1 serving. So 32 grams, and that is kind of intentional. But it's 4 points, I do know that. And a little squirt of light sour cream. So this is gonna be my simple no-cook lunch with a zero sugar soda. Have to go grab that. I forgot that I had this classic cola slice. It's a healthy probiotic soda. I got it from free for a coupon. Figured I'd try it now. It does have caffeine and everything though. Not bad. Tastes like a flat Pepsi. Flat, maybe Diet Pepsi. It has 40 calories, but it has fiber. It's 5 grams of fiber and 5 grams of sugar. It's carbonated, but it seems flat. It's not nearly as bad as I thought. I'm gonna have this. I brought a backup Coke inside just in case, but I actually think this one will be fine. Not sure if I'd go on my way to buy them, but if you're someone that really needs pro or prebiotics, you may check it out. It's called Slice. It is 5:20 and I'm calling it a day with work. Went to my post-op appointment with my husband. I'm all cleared with the restrictions. I only had to see her once a year, but if you're curious, there'll be a medical video that's probably before this one, so I'll link it below if so. But yeah, it is already getting dark outside, but I'm going to go for a WOK. I can't take my dogs, even though I'm off restrictions. I just don't feel comfortable taking both the dogs. My husband's not here. Just in case something happened, like my incisions are still healing, so I don't want to risk it. But I feel so bad because they don't understand why they haven't been able to go with me. But it's already Thursday and I have not worked out any this week. So I'm going to try to go for like an hour. Dinner tonight's really, really easy. I have not had boxed au gratin potatoes in years and years and years. So I'm excited about these. We picked them up when it was like $1 or so. Yeah, we're going to have these. Roasted Brussels sprouts. I keep saying were, but my husband's at work. So it'll just be me and he'll eat it tomorrow. And then rotisserie chicken from Costco. Super, super simple. Oh, I'm so tired. And then have apple nachos tonight. Don't let me forget about that. But look at here. Do y'all see that? No. I bought a little ice maker. It came a while ago. My refrigerator is giving me trouble. The ice maker's not working. Oh, wow, that's heavy. It's heavier than I thought. But the ice maker's been giving us trouble. My husband's like replaced some parts. We've gotten estimates for someone to come out and fix it, and it would cost like almost not $1,000. I'm not paying a third of the refrigerator price for a 5-year-old refrigerator. So the refrigerator's fine. We're doing so much renovations and spending money elsewhere. Plus, I really want to quit my job. But so we don't want to spend, $3,000 or $4,000 on a refrigerator. So we're like, hey, we'll be a little, makeshifty for a while and buy a portable to put in the corner. I had only to turn it on, and it's the troubleshooting questions was number 1. Why does my ice night stay frozen? It doesn't have a freezer mechanism after it freezes. So once it drops it, that's it. I was like, see, if you wanted ice, like a lot of ice, you got to stand there and like scoop out like every 8 pieces. I was like, yeah, this shit's going back. So I thought that was actually pretty comical that that's even sold. And I don't know if that's common with them or not. Like this one obviously was cheap. It was only like, I don't know, like $70 or something like that. But it was on sale for 100 and something. So I have a friend that has one. I asked her. But yeah, that's pointless. So let's go walk. Asher, are you looking at me? Get back, get back. I could see you through the door looking for mommy. I'm sorry I don't get to go. I'm sorry. Oh, they're excited. I left them out alone. I just got back from a 2.8 mile walk. How long did I go? I'm not sure how long I went. 50 minutes. So just a slow walk. It's kind of hot out there though. But I just got back and I am starving. This I'm not making because it takes too long. So yeah, to make that au gratin, you had to boil water and then bake it for 25 minutes. I don't feel like doing all that, and mac and cheese will not take that long. So I'm going mac and cheese instead. So I'm just getting a pot of water on. Original mac,
Can't beat it. Then for my veggie, I'm gonna get some Brussels sprouts ready, and I'm gonna actually put these in the air fryer so I don't even have to wait on my oven to heat up. Let's go, and I'm gonna get a snack. While I cut my Brussels sprouts, I'm just gonna nibble on some cheese and some uncured turkey pepperoni. Man, it is really, really hot. I didn't realize I got that hot during that walk. I feel like flush, if you will. My dog's wanting to play ball. Go, Rio. Wow, that really, really took it out of me. I'm surprised. With my Brussels sprouts, I just like to cut off the ends, just a little, and then cut them in half. These will take quite a while in the air fryer, so I need to get them going ASAP. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna quarter them, which I typically do not do, because that'll make them cook quicker. And like I said, hungry. It'll also make them fall apart, so I may regret that decision. And I don't mind kind of like a toothsome Brussels sprout. Do you all like Brussels sprouts? I find like a lot of people say they're bitter. I don't find them bitter. It's weird. We actually really, really like them. It's like one of our favorite vegetables. Which my Meemaw used to always try to get me to eat when I was young. She would use the ones that are microwave, and she loved them. And yeah, I wasn't having that. But had she ever cooked me the fresh ones, I would have been all down. But I don't think Bazoria probably had the fresh ones. If only she could see me now making Brussels sprouts, she would be so proud. I think I told you on a video back if you watched it. Her and I were really, really, really close. And when she was alive, she loved, one of her favorite things was to sit and have morning coffee. And her and my husband would do it quite often. And I did not drink coffee back then, so I regret that I started drinking coffee after she passed away, because I didn't get to enjoy those times with her like he did. But it was always a special moment between them. She always looked forward to that. He would make sure he got up earlier than me and go out there and enjoy the time with Meemaw. I don't know if he did it intentionally, but they always were up before me to have their coffee. And she drank Folgers, and she liked it a nice caramel brown color is what she would tell people at restaurants. I'm going to make sure that they all get nicely seasoned, and that's just easier to do putting them in a bowl. My dog is eating a raw Brussels sprout. It just landed on the floor. See how he likes that. Whoa, whoa, fuck. Dang it. He just got a whole bunch of Brussels sprouts. I hope that doesn't upset his tummy. And then I'm going to add buttery steakhouse from Kinder's. Let's see if I can shake all this up and get it nice and mixed. Yep. Going to pop this into my air fryer and let it go. My water is simmering, so I'm going to drop my pasta. And then the Brussels sprouts hopefully will be done at the same time, because you boil the pasta for like 10 minutes. Man, my SD card told me I was full, so I walked away. When I come back, my pot had boiled over. I do that all the time. And now I put a new SD card in, and it is saying that it is full too, which I don't think it is, so that's annoying. But yeah, so I am notorious for boiling over water. Ugh, hate it. We are almost there. I'm gonna pour out 1/4 cup of milk. Oh, I should have been heating my chicken. Ooh, and I also have leftover peas. This chicken is Costco. I have the chicken breast here, and that is what I'm gonna eat. The other parts my husband will eat at a later date. It wants some ungodly amount of butter, like 4 tablespoons or something like that. I'm not gonna use that, that's ridiculous. But I am gonna use roll butter, and I guess this is probably like 2. This is usually way more than I would ever use as well, but I had it ready to go. And I did not boil my pasta for that long. I don't know what I was thinking. Just simple mac and cheese does not take that long. But I like to add the butter to the hot pan so I get a little melty. This is what I consider like kind of how I ate growing up. Just really, really simple. 1/4 cup of fat-free milk. You know, easy. Not saying my mom was getting rotisserie chickens or anything, but really, really easy. Sides. And sometimes it's just easy to, it works to keep it, especially with all my health going on and my husband working nights and me just being crazy at work. This is the stage in life I'm in, and I am okay with it. I like an ungodly amount of pepper with my mac and cheese. Yeah, I am A-okay with it, so no one better tell me I don't eat enough whole foods or whatever crap they want to say, because I ain't here for that. No, actually, I don't care if anyone did say that, because I don't care what they think. Okay, this isn't a whole chicken breast. I use some of it for like salads, but it looks like a pretty good chunk. So this is what I'm gonna pop in the microwave along with my leftover peas. We're gonna eat these Brussels sprouts over a couple meals. So I'm just gonna put them right back into this original container. I don't really care that it has leftover oil or whatever. I like the little crunchy bits too. That is dinner, friends. Simple, simple plate. I don't know if I said the chicken's from Costco. I use a lot of that chicken. A lot. So economical. It's so juicy. You can, I mean, like this way I'm just serving it straight, but you can definitely like do stuff with it. And then if you save the carcass, you can make your homemade stocks, soups, and it's soup tea time. Almost. It is apple nacho time. And I have an Empire apple, which I do not know how what they taste like. I was just happy because they were like a smaller apple, because you know, sometimes the apples are just too damn big. But I am so excited for my apple nachos. If you haven't done apple nachos before, I got this idea from Nikki Gets Fit. She does it. She used to, I feel like she used to do it more. But it's basically you cut apples just in thin strips and lay them on a plate, and then you top them with a whole bunch of different things. She sometimes uses like different peanut butters or nut butter spreads. I typically always use caramel just because that's what I have. I don't have like a lot of those fancy spreads, but I am picky and like my apple peeled, so I just peeled it real quick. My dinner was so good too, guys. I'm telling you, every once in a while you just need a good box mac and cheese. Okay. So then you just like cut it about yay thick. You can do it as thin or as thick as you like. Depends on how many nachos you want. Just kind of space them around the plate. I just fed my dog, so if you hear something, that is little Rio, although he probably didn't need dinner since he ate a ton of Brussels sprouts. Okay, got my apples laid out, and then I use the Smucker's sugar-free caramel. This is pretty high calorie. It's 90 calories for 2 tablespoons. Yeah, so I don't add a ton. And every once in a while, you gotta heat it in the microwave to get it flowing, which may be the case for today. Nikki Gets Fit puts everything in a piping bag, and it makes it look so much prettier. So sorry, I don't have all those skills. That is enough. Fat-free whipped topping. Oh, not yet. I put a little bit of Lily's chocolate chips. Oh, I was gonna get something else too. I especially like these for the crunch. And then a little bit of mixed nuts toppings. Oh, that's too many. These are like Sunday nuts. I absolutely love them. It's a mixture of a couple of different ones. I don't know what all, but it's like definitely peanuts and pecans, I know. Cocoa nibs for just another little added crunch. And these are from Costa Rica, and they're very good. Now for the topping. Sometimes I put a cherry on it or some sprinkles. Tonight I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep it like this. But this would be 2 points for the
caramel, and then 1 point for the cocos or whatever. My lumpectomy is hurting. And I got my post off today and everything's good, but it's definitely hurting. I think it's that long walk and I don't have on my brace. It's almost like a throbbing heartbeat. I don't know, it's weird. It is 7:45 on the dot. And I am going to try to put all these decorations out before 8 o'clock. Granted, it's not many. And most of them I don't even like. So I should be able to do this, right? I think I'm just going to decorate like over there a little. And I don't know. That's probably like mainly it. I don't think I'm going to worry about like decorating any of the entrance or whatnot. So let me get started. Wow, Ash, you're really going at it up there, aren't you? You playing? Wow. Ash, what's going on up there, dude? You playing? I did it. I'm on my last project. Okay, it was like nothing. I put three little pumpkins on this table. Did the worst tablescape ever, but hey, something's better than nothing. Put one little turkey up there. If I was entertaining, I would not leave it like this, but I am not. Put a pumpkin full of pumpkins down there. Put a couple little signs and a candle on the bar. What else did I do? I just put a few little things on the TV, whatever. And then, this was already done. I had put my favorite turkey. I put my favorite turkey down there, like him. And that's it, friends. Kept it really simple, but honestly, I don't have much. Make it easy cleanup. And then I do have a soup bowl, which was my meatballs. I still have 2 minutes, so technically I'm within my time still. But this little thing goes in like this truck, a bed of a truck, but I don't want to put it in a bed of a truck. I want to put it in here, but it's a little too big. So I'm going to cut the foam to try to make it fit, which I think it will. And it won't even mess it up if it needs to go back in the truck later. This is like the thickest foam ever. Wow. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. But this came with a plant in that last year. So you put it in and it just like hangs off. Somehow it's meant to hang off the side. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna put that on the table too. I appreciate you sticking by me today. I know I didn't cook anything. I'm telling you, that's the story of my life. That's why I've been not filming much. It's not that I'm not cooking. I still am meal prepping some meals and using convenience meals. It is what it is. Love y'all. Goodbye.